it's time for some math. So we've been working on fractions, and I thought the easiest way to do some review was to use a good old pizza. So my son Logan, he wanted a pineapple and ham pizza, and I put one in the oven for him. Right now, what do we have? That's right, it's a whole pizza. So we have the whole thing. And I'm gonna make him split this pizza with me. So we're going to put it in half, right down the middle. And yes, I did wash my hands before I am touching his food. Okay. So when we're doing a pizza and we want equal shares, and it's going to be a half, right? So you have half a pizza with equal shares. So I also have two other children. They're going to want a piece too, Harley and Tyler. So we're going to go right down, and if we split it, let's see, together it was a whole, now it's a half, and we're going to split it, oops, in half again. And now we have 4 pieces of pizza, right? This is 1/4. This is another quarter. If we put them together, right, that is a half. And if the whole thing goes back together, that is whole. So that is our review of half, whole, and 1/4 for the pizza. So I'm going to set this aside for just a second. I'm going to put this over here. Let it cool down for a minute. Okay, so for the rest of this lesson, you're going to need your Fair Shares book and a pencil. And after the lesson, you're going to need your Fair Shares worksheet, all right, with the animal crackers. So now I'm going to ask a little help from my family. Come on in, guys. This is my Blevins crew. When they're a mom of a teacher, you get the whole crew in. So Dad is filming. This is Logan. This is my college boy. This is my daughter Harley. And this is Tyler. All right, so we are talking about, now we were talking about cutting shapes into wholes and halves and quarters, but we can also do that with groups. So I have a group of 4 here, and this is my whole group right here. I have my whole group. So, boys, hop out of the picture for a second. All right, Harley is with me, and I want to split my animal crackers with her. What do you think I'm going to do to give her half? How many would she get if we were doing equal parts? I have 4. If I was going to give her an equal amount and me an equal amount, how many do you think we would each have? Well, let's see. There's going to be 1 for you, and 1 for me, and 1 for you, and 1 for me. So how many do we each have? That's right, we each have 2. All right, let's put the group back together. Boys, come back on in. All right, now there's 4 of us. If I have a group of 4 crackers, how many crackers will we each get if we each get an equal amount or equal parts of this group of crackers? Well, Logan would get 1, Harley would get 1, I would get 1, and Tyler would get 1. All right, so they each get 1. If we put them back on the plate, it becomes a whole. If they each get 1, they got 1/4. 1/4 of that. My children are laughing because the dog is going crazy in the video. All right, so let's put these back. You don't get to eat these yet. All right. And I can do same with fish. Now I have a whole group of fish. How many fish are in my group? 4. If I want to divide it just for me and Harley, how many would there be? If we divide them in half, we would each get 2 in our group. All right? And if we wanted 1/4 or 1/4, I could give 1 to Logan, 1 to Harley, 1 to me, and 1 to Tyler. All right? So, here you go, guys. I will share my crackers with you, but I get the whole candy bar. You guys can go. Bye. All right. So, let's do a little work in our workbook real quick. You can come around here. All right. So this is your workbook called Fair Shares by Miss Heidi, and you can put your name. So write your name right in there. All right. If I shared my 4 animal crackers with one person, and that's what I did with my sons and my daughter, how many did we each get? Or I'm sorry, if I shared my cracker with one other person, that was when I just shared it with Harley, how many animal crackers did we get? And I gave my animal crackers away, but I do have a group of 4. So let's show it here. I have 2 fish left and 2 animal crackers left. So I have a group of 4. If I was to split this group in half, equal shares, right? So 1 fish, 1 animal cracker, we would each get what? That's right, we would each get 2. So write the number 2 right there. And what is your fraction going to be? It's going to be a half. How do we write half? We write a 1, and then a line, and a 2. All right. A word I used is half. H-A-L-F. All right, let's go to the next page. If I shared my 4 animal crackers with 3 other people, so each one of us got 1, so there's 4 of us sharing, what would the fraction be? Remember, that was when I gave an animal cracker to Logan, 1 to Harley, 1 to me, and 1 to Tyler. How many did we each get? We each got 1 cracker, right? And the fraction, there were how many in my group? There were 4 in my group. So 4 is going to go on the bottom, and on the top is going to be the number that we got, the number 1. All right. Then the word I would use for this, 1/4, is also known as 1/4, right? Q-U-A-R-T-E-R. All right, do you have your book filled out? 1, 1/4, and then quarter. If I did not share with anybody like this, I didn't share my candy bar with anyone, what do I have left? That's right, I have the whole candy bar. That is called a whole. W-H-O-L-E. All right, you should be all finished with your book. This is done. You don't have to hand this in. This is something that you can read together and go over and make sure this whole group is called a whole, right? If you go back and you shared it with 3 other people, so you're sharing it 4 ways, right? You get 1 for each, right? And then if you were to take these 4 animals and split them in half, okay, there would be 2 for you and 2 for me. And now we're done with that book. All right, so on your own, you're going to do this sheet. You can use this book to help you, right? So here you have 1/2. Look, your book has 1/2. That means that each person would get 2. So you're going to circle 2 of the animals and then 2 of the animals here. That means 1/2. All right. Actually, if you were only circling 1/2, you would just do one side. So Miss Heidi made a boo-boo there. I'm just going to circle 1/2 of the group and leave the other 2 out. Okay. So this one, what does this say? This is the number what? 1, and this says 4th, right? So that's going to be the same as 1/4. That means you have 4 in a group, and they want you to just circle one of those animals. All right, so go through the rest of the sheet, and this is something you'll be turning in. And we will continue to work on fractions. Your pizza book that you have, keep that, because we will continue to work on that next week. All right, thank you. Bye.